All right, we should be good.
All right.
All right, you ready?
Yes, sir.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Gaming with the Broscast. My name is Harrison. I am joined by my brother Nick. As always, Nick, how you doing, buddy? On this glorious, jam-packed trailer Monday.
Oh my God.
Yeah, a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, more so than we expected, considering the GTA 6 trailer leaked out and then was officially released a day early by Rockstar.
Yeah,
So yeah, a lot of stuff, going on this week. Game Awards on Thursday.
yeah. I'm I'm really pumped for the Game Awards. I know some people on
Yeah.
Twitter and stuff are like kind of poo-pooing it, but I'm pretty excited. I mean,
Why are people
even when
poo-pooing
the
it?
show is not so great, it's still just fun having just hanging out with you and just listening to and watching the ridiculousness that happens. So if you guys want to, we will be streaming it on Thursday. The show does it start at 7:30?
Yeah, I think it starts at 7:30.
7:30. I think there's a 30-minute pre-show too. I think that starts at 7 maybe.
Okay.
Um,
So what time are we?
well, we'll have to confirm if there's a pre-show. I mean, we usually I think that's usually when we maybe set up stuff.
Yeah,
So
it
if it starts
around
at
the time.
7:30 officially, I'll probably be on around 7 and get everything set up and stuff like that.
Mm.
I think it's a 3-hour show, right?
Yeah, I think around 3 hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if you guys want to
Yeah.
come hang with us, and we're gonna have a couple drinkies and just
Always.
watch some great news, great trailers air, get some
Dude,
cool awards.
it's always so fun. People hate on it a lot. People
I don't
love
get it
to.
why. Like I feel like I mean in the past I know we complained that it was just kind of too long, like 4 hours for the like it's a long time.
2021 was very long.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember that one.
Yeah,
But
that was like a 4-hour show. It was super
yeah.
long. Which I mean, maybe if you're like on the couch watching it like an award show, like an Oscars or something, maybe it's not so bad. But when you're,
Streaming it.
when you're streaming it, it's kind of long because you're gonna cheer and stuff. But yeah, I don't get the hate for these award ceremonies and just Jeff Keighley stuff in general. I mean, sometimes it's not the greatest in the world, but it's always a fun time.
I mean, the guy, he's not God. He can't snap his fingers and get the greatest trailers from the greatest developers all in one show. Like I'm sure he was pining to get GTA 6
Oh, yeah.
revealed at the Game Awards, but GTA 6 is just beyond
Yeah.
anything that the Game Awards could give them. Like you saw how many impressions that like
Just the tweet
Rockstar's tweet got like 160 million impressions, something like that.
ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean this trailer is gonna do crazy numbers, and I mean I wonder if like they're gonna show it off at like the same trailer at the Game Awards as well. They might.
Yeah,
I don't know. That's the thing.
maybe he has some sort of scoop or something that maybe who knows. But yeah, I'm pretty excited. I think we'll get some pretty unexpected stuff at this awards. We'll talk
Yeah.
about it again if we want to in a little bit, just last minute predictions or something like that. But I think it's going to be a good show, and I think we'll get some pretty good stuff.
Mhm.
There's we'll talk about it later, but yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's dive into to what. Well, I guess how was your week?
Dude, it's pretty good. Yeah, yeah.
Pretty
Not
good.
bad. It's work is it's calming down a little bit. It was a little stressful for a little bit, but
Okay,
it's calming down, which is good.
that's good. Time for the holidays.
Yeah, yeah. I'm taking next Monday off because we're going up to DC for a concert, and the concert's on Sunday, but we're gonna drive back Monday. So I
Yeah,
just took my day off, so that'll be nice. Uh, yeah, and then just ramp it up for the holidays, man. Doing some Christmas shopping,
yeah,
getting stuff done.
yeah. I feel like every day, like I'm buying something new on Amazon
Yeah,
or wherever, just trying to. I got my list. I'm just marking stuff off.
I saw you have that Dark Souls
Yeah,
board game
yeah,
or the card
I
game,
I
whatever.
saw it on Amazon the other day, and I was like, that looks really cool. So, and it's got expansions and stuff too. So I was like, this looks cool.
And I think that can be played with one player.
Yeah, I think it said like 1 to 4, or 1 to 4, or 1 to 5 players,
Mhm.
something like that. Um, yeah, it looks pretty cool.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah,
How's your week? How you doing?
this is doing good. It was yeah, work wise not too bad. Just there was like something like last minute Friday. I had to like convert these 3 different policies to like a different company. So that was like not something you want to deal with on a Friday. Like you kind of just want the feel good Friday, easy
Trying to
vibes,
chill,
rolling
trying to
into the
vibe
weekend,
out.
and it wasn't the case for that. Um, then after I got off work, we took the kids up to our local downtown area, and we watched like the Christmas tree get lit up for the first time for the season.
Like, yeah,
It was a little rainy, a little weather was not super great, but a lot of people still jam packed. There was a bunch of food vendors. Um, we got in our area, they if you all the local restaurants participate, and if you get a beer, you can get like a to go cup and walk around with it. So that's pretty cool. So that's what we
nice.
did. And then we came back home and made some crab legs. That was really good.
Oh hell yeah.
And then Saturday was the Christmas party.
Yeah, our
Our,
parents' annual Christmas party. There was a mashed potato bar there.
yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah, it was an interesting idea, but I think it worked. I think it worked really well.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah,
Did you stay up? Did you stay up late with them?
we were probably up to 1.
Really?
Yeah, I was falling asleep on the couch by the time everyone left, or by the time everyone was getting ready to leave. Uh, but yeah, we were up pretty late.
I asked Dad what time everybody left. He said, "Oh, a little after 12." And he named the people, and I was like, "Yeah, that checks out. They're usually the
Yeah,
ones that stay late, anyways." And then their neighbors, of course. I mean, they're right there, so it doesn't really
mhm.
matter. But
But yeah, it was fun. It was
yeah,
a good time.
it was a good time. Yeah. Then we came home after that, and we actually, I think it was like, 'cause I mean, it was like kind of finger food stuff, right? So by the
Hmm.
time like we got back to the house and we had some more drinks and stuff, like we got hungry, so it was like midnight, and we're like, we're in a predicament here because there's not a lot of places open. So we ended up door dashing or Uber
You were
Eatsing
reading? Yeah. Oop.
um the what was it Buffalo Wild Wings. So we got like a little party pack and some wings. It was really good.
Oh my
It wasn't
god.
bad.
You guys and your wings.
Yeah,
Unstoppable.
they're good, man. I think we cut it down to about maybe once a month now, and we do burgers and ribs and some other stuff.
Hmm.
And then nights like that where I'm just like, you know what? Because it's always me that's cooking, so I'm like, I don't feel like cooking. Let's just order some wings. So
Yeah.
it was a good
It's
time.
an easy go-to.
Yeah. And then Sunday, I played like I literally played Jedi Survivor for probably about 8 hours maybe.
Jeez. Yeah, I got online like at like 1 o'clock and saw you were online. I
Yeah,
saw
because
you were
I like
playing
right when
Jedi.
y'all left, I went downstairs and started playing.
Just started. And then I
Yeah,
jumped on like 4 hours later and I was like, is he still on or is he back on?
still on. I think I like paused it to eat a sandwich or something, but yeah, it was. So I finished the game.
You finished it?
Yeah, I finished it
Damn.
today. I finished it a little bit ago.
Well, how was it?
It's
Let's talk
incredible,
about it.
man. The story wise, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, I'm curious because there's clearly going to be another game. So in like the grand scheme of like Star Wars itself, there could be a potential that it could maybe tie into the overall universe. And maybe fall back into either a TV show or like because I think there's been talks about Cal coming into like a TV show or something, which would be really cool. Um,
And that would work too.
so
Since
yeah, there's a there's a scenario that some in the story there's something that could tie into the overall big picture of Star Wars, but yeah, really really great game. I think it's
Mhm.
I would say an improvement over the first one. I feel like the
I feel
combat
like
is
that so far.
pretty similar, but all the different stances you get are really cool. They're all um, pretty different, and you can carry up to two stances at a time. So like
Yeah.
most of the game, I was doing the dual lightsaber because that's like a defensive lightsaber, and you can just hold the block button and you can like just shoot all the blaster shots back at them,
Mhm.
um, and it's really fast too. There's some really cool unlocks you get for it where you can just kind of devastate big groups of enemies and you can throw it around and you unlock like the ability to throw your saber and then you can actually move it yourself using like the stick.
Oh shoot.
Um,
Okay.
and then like the dual blades is pretty cool too. The dual wielding because that one's it's pure attack. There's almost little to no defense. So there's like caveats to using each stance. They have they all have their strengths and weaknesses, but
Mhm.
the couple that you get towards the end of the game, I'm not gonna spoil it for you, but they're pretty cool.
So
Pretty
you get
different.
more stances?
Yeah, you get. I think there's five total. So there's the
Oh, right.
yeah
Okay.
there's
Okay.
the regular saber, and I think you've got the dual wield, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then there's and then about the the dual saber,
Yeah, dual saber.
and then you
Well, that
get
makes sense, right? Because at the end of the first game, you get like the double,
yeah.
but you don't have the split, right?
No,
Or
you
do
don't.
you
Yeah,
have that?
no, you don't have a split in
Okay.
the first one.
Yeah, I guess that was
So
new.
yeah, I think there's two more. Yeah, so there's five total, but they're all very different and really cool. So, uh, but yeah, I mean, gameplay wise, I did end up switching it over to 60. Um, Graphically, it didn't really change all that much after comparing the two. I mean, it wasn't. I mean, I
Mhm.
could see the difference, but it wasn't like unbearable or anything. It still looks beautiful. I did have the game crash a few times on me, um,
Okay.
which is kind of I'm not gonna say weird, but it would crash like when I'm going into the meditation area, the bonfire, if you will, of this game.
Yeah,
It would crash a couple times on that, which was kind of annoying. But the game like
that's
auto
weird.
saves, so it's fine. I didn't like lose anything. Um, and then some weird just graphical issues, like gameplay wise. Um, it runs pretty flawlessly, but when it gets into the cutscenes, it drops like
It's
sub 30.
yeah, and there's a lot of texture load in.
Yeah, yeah,
It's really weird. And then sometimes when you transition from the menu to the game, you get like a split instance where you can see like almost like the skeleton of the
yep. That's
world.
happened a couple times for me too. Yeah,
Yeah, it's so weird. But I mean, yeah, it's really just the cutscenes and then some of the menu stuff is a little funky. But
yeah. Because
yeah,
I
the
mean,
gameplay.
it kind of runs like God of War does, where it's pretty seamless. Like
Hmm.
once Cal's doing something or talking to somebody, it'll the screen like shrinkens, I guess, like that goes to like letterbox mode, I think it's called.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
so it's like clearly like a cutscene, but yeah, it's weird that the cutscenes run at like below 30. It's very odd. Um,
I'm interested to see what this game was like at launch.
yeah, because that was the big story, especially like on PC, it was like borderline unplayable.
Right.
So I mean, yeah, I would recommend it. If anybody thought about getting it or maybe bought it and then put it down, like definitely play it. I think that story wise, it's good. Um, Definitely has its twists and its turns like a typical Star Wars story does. But yeah, I really enjoy it. It's probably gonna fall somewhere in my top 10. I feel like my top 10 is just turning into like a top 20 at this point. Uh, this is gonna be the hardest year ever, I think, for our podcast and game of the year.
Yeah. Uh,
I feel like
like
I feel like I've got like a top three at this point, but I don't know. There's probably something I'm just not thinking of, or
right. I think like any of the games that fall between like 10 and or between 11 and 15 on my list, those would be like a top 10, top
oh, for
5
sure. Yeah,
last year.
yeah.
It's wild. Like
It's like every game, man. It's like, jeez.
yeah, it's like I was thinking about Nintendo, like Nintendo exclusively, but like this is the best year to be a Nintendo fan. I don't even know what else you could want because there's something for Fire Emblem, Pikmin,
Yeah,
Advance Wars, Zelda, Mario.
Metroid.
Metroid. So many franchises getting revived between Metroid, Advance Wars,
Yeah.
Pikmin. Like, God, like this
Yeah,
is such.
Pikmin
I mean,
4, like
Mario
Pikmin.
RPG. Like, this is a great year for Nintendo alone, but especially for like I don't want to say the games industry, but for gamers,
Yeah,
it's a really great year.
yeah, not so great for yeah, for game makers, game developers.
Yeah, which is super unfortunate because the quality has been so high for
Yeah.
most of the games that have come out,
Yeah. Yep.
and it's just not reflected. But
I think we talked about it before. Do you think Jeff has like a speech or anything like that for, or is that too like on the nose? Like,
I think he will. I think he'll say maybe not him. It maybe
we
one
appreciate
of the
this
other speakers.
extraordinary year in gaming, but we also got to talk about all the developers that lost their job, or whatever the case is. So we
Mhm.
feel for them. Something like pretty short and brief. I mean, it's not like a a eulogy, like no one like died, but you got to like
Right.
kind of like say, hey, we appreciate you. You lost your job, but we appreciate you because you made some incredible games
Yeah. You have to
or a
kind of
part of
ride
it.
the line because you can't take digs at any of the major developers
Exactly.
because they're going to be there. I mean, you could, but like you know,
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, Bungie fired or let go a lot of their people, and then they win
but
best
here's
ongoing
Destiny
support.
2.
Here's
Yeah,
Destiny, yeah. Here's the next expansion for Destiny 2. No, yeah, it's kind of
kind of
shitty,
backhanded.
but yeah. But have you played any more Jedi?
Oh yeah, yeah. I
Okay.
um I played a few hours yesterday, and okay, I got to that side boss like right when you get to the first city, and you go into like the mines.
Oh, you talking about one on Koba?
Yeah, on
Yeah,
Koba. Was that the one you faced and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna come back to this
the
later?
Rancor. Yeah, yeah.
Did you go back later and it was
I did.
easier?
Yeah, I ended up beating it. I had a different stance that was more powerful, so I used that.
Okay. Yeah, because I went down there the first time and I got one shotted. I was like,
Yeah,
holy
there's
crap.
a couple of boss fights, even main story fights where there's some one shot moves, and I'm like, I don't like that. But
I feel like the first game didn't really have that.
I don't remember it having that. I mean,
There were some hard ones in the first game, but
there was, and there's a couple at the very end that are like the last boss fight was pretty. It's not a Dark Souls fight. Like I beat it within 5 tries. I mean, it's nothing. It's
mhm.
nothing crazy, but they are kind of long fights. Like um
They multi-phase,
they're
but no checkpoint.
multi-phase, no checkpoint, but no.
Excuse me.
There's no well, I think actually there might be one that regenerates its health,
Mm.
but all the other ones, it's just one like large health bar that I think pretty much like every quarter of the health triggers some sort of cutscene.
Okay.
Yeah. Um, but yeah,
But yeah,
they, they
I've
they
been
feel fair though. Like you have to
okay.
like you might have to change your stance or something, or I mean the game is pretty generous with like reallocating the points too, and that's what I actually
Mhm.
had to do for this last fight. I was like, okay, I'm not going to use, I know what stance I need to use,
Mhm.
so let me respec, take all the points out, get that one fully upgraded, and then fully upgrade like the survival
Oh,
portion where
that
like your
skill tree.
health and stuff like that, and then I did, and I think I fully upgraded my like force powers or something like that. It was so I did have a respec at the very end, but it was pretty doable after that
Gotcha.
ish.
Nice.
So it was still hard, but
Yeah, so I'm like maybe 3 or 4 hours in,
yeah. Okay.
still on Koba,
Okay.
and I don't know how long I'm gonna be on there for. But
It just like the first one, you only go to like 4 or 5 planets total, so you're
okay,
constantly you're bouncing back and forth between all the planets
okay,
as
cool.
stuff unlocks, and you get, because I mean it's very kind of, I mean, very much like Metroid as well, where you unlock a new
Hmm.
ability and then you can, oh yeah, I can go back and do this thing. So if you love Dark Souls, if you love Metroid style games, I mean this game is great.
And the movement, like the movement alone, is really cool in this game, and I feel like it
Yeah.
It takes you from where you ended up in the first game and kind of like builds on that, which I think is great.
Yeah, it doesn't like Metroid you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
which
you kind of keep everything you got, um and you unlock some other really cool abilities along the way. Um yeah, and just like the first one, there's some really cool scenes where you're not necessarily, it's not just fighting people, and there's actual like vehicle stuff involved.
yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty damn good. It's a pretty good video game.
Would you say you liked it more than the first one?
I don't know. I would probably say so. I'm probably gonna go back and maybe clear up some other side stuff. Um, yeah, I would say I probably like it a little bit more.
Okay.
It's
'Cause
pretty
I
it's
really
pretty
liked
good.
that first one.
Yeah,
And maybe that was just because it was one of the first games I played on the Series X,
yeah, that
and
is
that
true.
kind of a
This
little
one's
bit of
definitely
rose-colored
much
glasses.
bigger. There's several different areas that are huge. Now, Koba's like the main planet, like the main hub and stuff that you can.
Mhm.
Um, I think it's like you could eventually, like, there's gardening and stuff. There's like a fish tank you can catch. I don't think you can catch fish yourself, but there's a person that you meet that does catch fish that
Okay.
you can. There's like a fishing sim. I don't know quite. I haven't messed with a lot of that stuff, but yeah, a lot of side missions. It's definitely a meaty game.
Well, now that you're done with this one, what's left? What's left to clean up on your 2023 list?
Gotta finish up. I gotta finish up Wonder and Mario RPG.
Have you
Um,
played any more
I have
Mario
not. I
RPG?
have not.
Okay,
I just
figured.
got sucked into Star Wars. I
Yeah.
did not plan on it. It just sucked me in. But yeah, I'm probably gonna finish a lot of those up during my break, where I can just kind of chill out and play those types of games.
Mhm.
Other than that, I mean, I kind of want to check out Remnant 2. I haven't played that yet. Um, I think that's probably it. I think.
Mhm. And then
Yeah.
maybe Baldur's Gate 3
Yeah, and see,
if
man,
it shadow drops.
Jesus Christ.
That's
Yeah,
one of those games like I don't even know if I would finish that.
I don't even know if I
I,
would start it this year, to be honest. I mean, I
yeah.
might start it, but I just know it's such a long game.
Mhm.
I guess this is as long as you want it to, as long as you make it, but yeah, I don't know. No.
We'll see. We'll see
We'll
on that
see.
one.
They could shadow drop it if it's like shadow drop Game Pass. Like that would be pretty huge and a crazy get for Xbox, considering they just dropped a whole bunch of stuff on Game Pass this week,
Yeah, really.
seemingly out of nowhere. Um, so that's cool. But yeah, Jedi, pretty good,
Oh
pretty
yeah.
good game.
Well, I finished up Super Mario RPG, and then I finished up the post game bosses and the final post game boss or final boss.
Yeah,
Dude, this game's so good, and it really took me like until the final few hours of the game, and then going through the post game, where like the combat really clicked,
okay,
and like all the timing started to make sense, and like I got into a really good groove with the game. It's just one of those game, like one of those really chill games you can play while you're watching TV or doing something else. And
yeah.
like,
Doesn't like involve a lot of. I mean, there's like no. I mean, there's cutscenes, but there's
yeah, and like it's not like a typical turn based where you can just pause. I mean, you can still pause in the middle of the game and do something else, but it still has your button prompts to deflect an enemy attack, like that kind of stuff.
yeah,
Um, but yeah, I mean, like I just think the combat in this game is really good, and once you start like finding additional pieces of equipment and that kind of stuff throughout the world, like the tactics of the game starts to open up a lot, and
yeah.
you can kind of like build your characters how you want to. Um, so it's a really cool game. Like
It's a lot
I
deeper
would
than
definitely
you
recommend it.
thought it would be.
Yeah. Like I started pretty soft on it. Like I was like, okay, this is just gonna be your typical turn-based RPG.
Yeah.
Nothing like super special about it, other than it just being like the first Mario RPG of its kind. But it really ramps up towards the end, and like the post game stuff that they added, like it's all new in the remake, and it's not just like th- they advertise it as a boss rush, and it's not that. I mean, it
Yeah.
kind of is, but it's kind of not. It's like you're not just doing one boss, then another, then another. You're going back to different areas and
Okay.
kind of re-exploring areas and doing it that way rather than going to a menu and doing like, okay, this is now the boss rush. You're gonna do one after the other. So it's cool. Like I could be a top 10 game for me.
That's cool. I mean, this year's been absolutely nuts.
Yeah, it has.
Sweet.
Well, speaking of nuts, GTA 6.
Yeah, GTA 6. The it was supposed to drop tomorrow, but the internet sleuths leaked it out. Apparently, it was the son of one of the developers, so I hope that developer doesn't get fired. But also,
I think it was like one of the head developers.
oh really? Okay, so
Yeah.
they probably won't get fired. But oh gosh,
Well, I don't know if the son like leaked the video because they were leaking information. It might have been someone else that leaked the actual video. I think it was some sort of crypto
oh yeah, it was like some sort of
company because they
crypto
had that
company.
crypto watermark on it. Stupid
Yeah,
thing. Uh, but regardless, Rockstar said, "Hey, we're not going to let a leaked video garner all these views. We're just going to put it out ourselves
yeah,
early,
smart, smart.
and they'll sue the people later."
Yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. But yeah, I mean, it was it's a video game trailer. 90 seconds or whatever. It looks incredible. I mean,
It looks
it
so
looks like almost.
crazy, dude.
I mean, there was one part where I think it was it was like a live stream of this old lady,
Mhm.
and I'm like
That looks real.
that looks real. This game is gonna be insane. I was I was kind of like mid on GTA 6, just because I mean it's been so long since I played 5, and I really liked 5, but I liked 4 more.
Mhm.
Um, but I think I might be ready for
For
an open world
something a little
GTA.
crazy like this, yeah. And I think it's cool that the main characters are a couple,
Mm-hmm.
so it's gonna be fun. Kind of like a romance crime story
Yeah,
a
like a
little
Bonnie
bit.
and Clyde kind of situation, maybe.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Can
It's
you
just
play as both, or you just play as? I think you just play as the female protagonist, right? And
oh,
then
do
you
you?
just
I thought you just played as both, but
you might, yeah. I mean, who knows?
yeah, the trailer was definitely more from her perspective,
Yeah,
so you never know. But
maybe you can choose, and then the game operates. After who knows? I mean,
yeah,
you think they'll be like? You think they'll be co-op potentially? Since that could be really cool.
it would be cool. I mean, I don't know. The possibility. I mean, it's coming out in 2025, so
Yeah, that's the thing is like I thought for sure it would drop to, like next year.
yeah. I guess that gives them more time, but that is an early reveal.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely
Arguably
prefer
too early.
when games get announced and they're out within 6 months. I think that's good. I think I'm kind of done past the era of let's announce a game and it doesn't come out for 3 or 4 years. Like, let's say something like
Looking at you,
Metroid.
Xbox.
Yeah, you're looking at Xbox or you're looking at Nintendo. They do that stuff all the time. And yeah, I understand things get delayed, and with Metroid they kind of started from scratch essentially. At least
Yeah,
that's
they don't do that anymore.
yeah. But yeah, kind of wild that we're not getting it for who knows how deep into 2025 either. I mean, it could drop at any point in 2025. It's going to sell regardless.
Hmm.
But yeah, I was kind of hoping we'd get it next year, but also next year kind of seems a little stacked. So
It really does. But yeah, this is going to be a really interesting game. Kind of a I don't know. It seems like it's kind of a commentary on the the crazy things people will do when a camera is in front of them.
yeah,
Gonna
yeah,
kind of
I'm
lean
very
into that.
excited for what they come up with, and to think that like Yeah, it's been 10 years since GTA 5 released, and there's been nothing like it. Like Saints Row has come and gone.
Yeah.
They dropped the ball on a potential run of, GTA like clone, and yeah, there's been really no other attempts at that style of gaming. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, man, it's crazy, but I mean, but GTA 5 has been so dominant
It's
anyways.
yeah,
So
it
it's not
hasn't
like it hasn't been played in 10 years. It's still huge. It has huge concurrence, and
right.
GTA Online is great. I don't know how many people are playing like the base story, the base game, but GTA Online is ridiculous.
I'm like almost interested in jumping into GTA 5, just seeing what it's like. I mean, because
Yeah,
it's been 10 years. I think I played it on. Did it come
I
out on
have on
360?
yeah I have it on the 360.
I think that's where I last played it
Yeah,
was 2 console generations ago. Jesus.
yeah. Maybe that would be fun to replay through that. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, I'm way more excited going in or coming out of it than I was going in. Um, I mean, graphically it looks incredible.
Mhm.
Uh, yeah, we'll see where it goes, man. I'm yeah, I'm kind of feeling like a tad bit nostalgic a little because I mean back in the day like a GTA trailer dropping was humongous. Like
Mhm.
it was huge, and obviously it still is now. But I mean, just watching it and going frame by frame and looking at all the crazy stuff you see, like yeah, GTA trailers were huge back in the day.
What can you even like infer or analyze from this trailer?
I
Like,
don't know. People will probably look at stuff in the background and be like, oh, there's a flying whatever or what whatever this is or airplanes confirmed you can fly an airplane, all that stuff.
yeah.
I mean, that's what we did back in the day. We would just kind of analyze. So
I
I'll go
remember
back and rewatch it and stuff. And
I remember
so,
flying an airplane in GTA 5. Dude, that was so hard to land that thing.
yeah, it was.
God.
It was super
I
hard.
remember there's a mission with what's his face? Where you
Oh, the
had to
crazy
land a
guy.
plane. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I can't remember his
I was like,
name.
dude, I can't do this shit.
Yeah, it's super hard. But yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm sure we'll get a couple more trailers before release. So
Oh yeah.
yeah.
GTA
Um,
6.
yeah, GTA 6. Um, couple of the game developers kind of copied the meme and rode the ride that was GTA 6 launched. Because what other game says okay, GTA 6 is coming.
Mhm.
Here we're gonna release a trailer within the first couple weeks of December, and then they say okay, here's the official release date. Like no other game does that. Most games just drop a trailer and call it a day.
Yeah.
But a lot of the game developers were either posting trailers based off that or kind of poking fun. And Halo Infinite with actually like a nice like kind of like art that they made. I was kind of hoping for a bit more from it, but it's just a firefight kind of update, which is really cool.
Mhm.
It's like a firefight King of the Hill mode. Um, I watched the trailer earlier. It looks pretty cool.
And this is purely PvE, right? It's not PvP.
Yeah, it's PV. Yeah, it's I think it's PVE, but you do get match like experience. Like you still get experience points and stuff like towards your
Okay.
battle pass. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm gonna try it out. I think it drops. Is it tomorrow?
Tomorrow? Yeah, I think it's tomorrow.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm excited. I mean, I've been playing Halo Infinite a few times a week now.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm still having such a blast with it. But yeah, it's a damn shame this has not even been nominated as best ongoing game. It just
Dude, that's kind of a big snub, if you ask me.
that's the bit. Like I don't really care about Starfield not getting nominated as Game of the Year. Like, but Halo
Uh,
Infinite not being best ongoing is yeah that's a little weird to me.
that is so strange when games like Destiny and fucking Cyberpunk
Yeah,
get nominated.
Cyberpunk is like ridiculous, but whatever. I mean I know it's really good now. So, but yeah, it's a shame. That's a
Now.
shame. It's
Yeah.
a shame. You want to read the next one?
Yeah, so it's confirmed that the Old Gods of Asgard, who was the band in Alan Wake 2, are going to be playing the first ever live performance at the Game Awards.
Champion of light. I'll show you the herald of darkness. Oh man, that
Darkness.
was Alan Wake 2. I don't think sold super well. Like I don't think it even broke like the top 150 like on like Steam or something like that.
What? Really?
Yeah, I don't think it sold very well at all, which is a shame. If you love survival horror games, psychological horror games, play Alan Wake 2. It is so good.
Dang, I wonder how it did on consoles.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I was listening to a podcast earlier and they were talking about that. And, it hasn't hit like super high numbers, but play Alan Wake 2. That is one of the best games of the year. It's absolutely incredible.
Yeah, it's yeah, one of my favorite games of the year. Just a truly superb survival horror game that
Yeah,
rivals like games like Resident Evil 4.
yeah, yeah. It's yeah.
So
It's
go check it
incredible.
out. I think not having physical copies
Yeah,
kind of did it in a little bit.
yeah, but it's still one of the few games that are still $60, which I think they had said that was one of the reasons why it was not 70 is because they didn't have to do a physical release. So you can say what you want to say about that. I understand people love their physical and love to have options, and I totally get it. But do like we did. If you have a friend that you trust with your account, do the Xbox game share. Spend $35 or whatever, $30 on it,
Yeah,
and split it. I mean, it's a relatively long game, so you'll definitely get
that's
some good.
20 hours.
Yeah, you'll get some good gameplay out of it. So,
Hmm.
but yeah, I can't wait to hear them live. It's gonna be cool.
I would love for Alan Wake 2 to win Game of the Year.
Honestly, yeah, yeah.
Like I know it's all Tears of the Kingdom versus Baldur's Gate 3, but dude, Alan Wake coming in and taking the W would be awesome.
That
It
would
kind of
that
reminds me of It Takes Two coming in and taking 2021.
Yeah. What was It Takes Two up against though? Was it a lot? I mean, it wasn't like crazy.
I think it was Resident Evil 2.
I
Is
can't
that
remember.
I can't remember.
It's gonna be tough this year, but yeah, I mean that could be. Man, yeah. I mean, I could see it honestly. I could see it. I could see it having a potential chance, but I still think Baldur's Gate 3
Do you
is gonna
really?
take it.
I don't know. I've been thinking about it. It seems like more people played Tears of the Kingdom than people played Baldur's Gate 3.
I mean,
And I'm
that's
talking about
all
like
like Twitter was full of when Baldur's Gate 3 came out. It was like kind of seemingly out of nowhere, and just like it was just, the whole timeline was all Baldur's Gate 3 stuff. So I don't know.
yeah, I wonder how many critics played it. Like if it's gonna have as much of a mind share
And
among the
finished it
critics.
too.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. Like
Because I heard like a lot of people got stuck on chapter 3. I have no idea
or if like
anything about the
kind of fell
game.
off on that
But
on
yeah,
that
like
three.
our Act 3. I think there was like some glitches or something that people kind of fell off on. So who knows? I mean, maybe it has more of a shot than we thought. But that would be my guess is that Baldur's Gate 3 takes it. But yeah, I want some Alan Wake to win some awards. Is it up
Okay,
for best music? It's got to
I'm
be,
sure
right?
it is. I don't know. I'm sure it
Or best soundtrack, whatever.
probably is. Okay, 2021's Game of the Year nominees: It Takes Two, Deathloop, Metroid Dread, Psychonauts 2, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, and Resident Evil Village.
So
I mean, it's a pretty good lineup.
Yeah, it's a pretty good lineup.
I think any one of those could have won it.
Yeah, I think
Maybe aside from
yeah.
Village, I don't know if Village would have taken it.
No, I don't think that had a shot. I think Alan Wake 2 has more of a shot this year than Village did back in. Not that I mean, I love Village, but yeah, compared
Yeah,
to those others, I don't think it had a chance.
yeah.
So yeah, very excited to see them play live. Confirmed we got Flute Guy back. I mean, it's gonna be a
Blue
good
guy,
time.
let's go.
It's gonna be a good time. Next up, we got a drop on Saturday for the Halo 2 season or the Halo Season 2 trailer. This is the TV show over on Paramount Plus. Um,
Yeah.
I for some reason I thought the show got canceled, but I guess with Microsoft money, it
No, it
probably had
was
no
it
chance of
was
getting canceled.
renewed within like the
Oh,
first
that's right. It was renewed
couple
pretty
of
quickly.
episodes.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's right. Okay, I guess I just kind of forgot about it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Um,
No, I mean, I think it did like really well for Paramount.
yeah, numbers wise, I'm sure it did. I mean, um, like all the fight scenes were really good. I thought like all the Covenant, like they looked pretty good. Obviously, there's some issues with like the story. It kind of doesn't follow the lore super closely, and I think a lot of people were turned off by by my Master Chief taking off his helmet in the first episode,
And taking
which
off
it
his
grew on me,
pants.
man. Like again, it's like when the Zelda movie comes out, Link is gonna talk, and people are gonna have to get over it. It's a movie, right? You can't just
Yeah.
have you know, this silent protagonist or whatever. So same thing with Matt. Like it made sense why they did it. Like they've got to have an actor or behind the mask and not just just a faceless hero. But so it made sense. But I enjoyed it for the most part. It definitely has its problems, and hopefully it'll get improved with season two. But that being said, season two looks pretty good. It looks good.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. Okay, it was the first season was the second most watched original series for Paramount Plus. Granted, I can't name another original series for Paramount Plus,
No, I can't either.
but who knows?
But Paramount Plus was pretty new back then, right? Like it was.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was relatively new.
Relatively newish. Okay. Yeah, I can't think of another Paramount Plus show either. And then we also got a Fallout show trailer coming to Amazon Prime. Looks. I mean, I just watched it prior to the show starting because
Mhm.
I hadn't seen it yet, and like the production value looks insane. Like it looks incredible.
Oh
So
yeah,
this one looks like it
yeah,
could be like a really good show based off obviously based off the video game, but yeah, I mean Fallout. I mean, come like just starting out in the shelter, in the vault is just like the video games, kind of a perfect scenario, um, perfect starting point. The whole, the world's a mystery. Um, yeah, it seems like a pretty good premise for a TV show.
yeah. Definitely something that you can build off of, and you don't necessarily have to follow a certain cast, or like you don't have to follow like any like original characters from the game. And I think
Yeah,
they are.
yeah. I mean, they've got that
Uh,
sheriff,
yeah,
then like the noseless sheriff.
but otherwise, you can kind of branch off without
Yeah,
pissing off the fans more so than you can with Halo or
yeah.
something like God
Yeah,
of
I mean,
War.
because like
Like
Fallout 3, Fallout 4, like they're all in different cities and they don't really have anything
mhm,
to do with each other than there's vaults and it's
there was a nuclear
post. Yeah.
explosion. And
Yeah,
yeah,
it
no
looks.
real connective tissue there.
No, yeah. It looks really good. Like all like the monsters and stuff, like the giant cockroaches. Like it looks really
Yeah,
cool. Um,
the power armor,
Power Armor looks awesome.
sweet.
Yeah, yeah.
I
I
think
think
this
it's
could be
gonna be a
good.
pretty good show. Yeah, I'm
And
excited for it.
Amazon tends to make some good shows.
Yeah, I
Like
mean, The Boys, Gen V. Um, it's a
Upload. I don't know if you've seen that one, but
which one?
Upload.
No, I don't think I've seen. No, I haven't seen that.
That's a good one.
Invincible is really good. Have you seen Invincible? It's like the
No, I haven't seen
you you need to watch that show.
it. No,
It's
you need to watch that show.
it's really good. Like it's extremely violent. Like it's
Mhm.
kind of like a
Kinda
The
like The Boys?
Boys, but obviously animated. But yeah, it's incredible.
Okay. Yeah, I've heard nothing but great things.
Yeah,
And isn't it on like a season
it's on
like
season
like a
two, but they're
mid-season?
yeah they're doing like a mid-season break for the holidays, and I think it's coming back in February. So I think there's 8 episodes, maybe 8 to 10 episodes for the first season.
So are they working on it in real time?
I don't. Well, they probably are. Um, well, I think the reasoning is they wanted. I guess they wanted like a tip. I mean, typically in like standard TV programming, um, generally speaking, there was always like a mid season. Now this is back when some seasons had like 24 episodes. So they would always take like a mid-season break and then re-air and or start back up in like February, March. So there's usually that kind of break. So I guess they're trying something different.
Gotcha.
But I think a lot of streaming companies I think are breaking their stuff up just so people don't subscribe and binge it and then bail. I mean, Netflix did that with Stranger Things season 4.
Yeah.
Or season 4. Yeah,
I think
season
it
4.
is 4.
So I mean, I think they're just trying to keep as many subscribers as possible. But yeah, looks good. Fall looks really good.
It does.
Well, before we wrap up the show, Nick, is there any last minute predictions for the Game Awards? Anything you want to see? I know we kind of talked about it last week, but anything cross your mind or?
Do you want to go through the big developers and maybe list something that we want to see?
We can do that. Yeah.
All right. I'll go first.
Okay.
Nintendo.
Okay. Starting out hot.
Starting off hot. Obviously Prime 4. Prime 4 trailer.
Yeah.
And then a 2 and 3 shadow drop or release date or something like that.
Okay.
I think this could be, I mean, we talked about this last week, but I think this could be a good outlet to show Metroid Prime 4 because you have
biggest stage in gaming. Yeah.
Yeah, biggest stage in gaming. You have like the kind of like the shooter audience, the Call of Duty people, Apex, like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And you could kind of build off of that a little bit and show it outside of a Nintendo Direct. Probably not. Probably won't happen, but
yeah, I mean, probably not. But I mean, this is where this is when speculation comes in and our hopes and dreams and stuff. I think that unless it's like something smaller, like kind of like a Bayonetta thing last year, Bayonetta Origins. I think this one has the most to gain if they were to, like you said, release a trailer at the game, like the biggest stage in gaming. I think I would think it would make the most sense versus just doing it on a direct. Yeah, that could be huge. I don't know when this thing comes out, but we don't have a lot of we don't know a lot about we don't know a lot that's coming out next year other than it's already been announced with Luigi's Mansion and stuff like that, the Mario stuff really. So
yeah, really just Mario stuff.
Yeah, and we have no idea. I mean, there's like new rumors every single day for the Switch too, but when
according to Nintendo Prime, there's a rumor every minute.
Like
I love seeing OJ.
Oh, he's like, dude, where are these rumors from? He's like, it's almost if you
that's almost on my side of my sources.
Yeah, side of my sources. Yeah, I can't. Like, I'll watch every few videos of those. I can't. There's just
it's too much.
It's like, all right, you take one line on Reddit or whatever. I don't know exactly where he gets the sources, but one little line on Reddit and you make a 15-minute video out of it.
Yeah, it's almost impressive how
it is. Yeah,
how much you can extrapolate from that.
Yeah, it's like writing a This is I'm just kind of picking, but it's like writing an essay, and you just like you turn the same sentence into like a whole paragraph, or just so. Again, just picking. I watch most of his videos, but yeah. Metro Prime 4 I think makes the most sense for Nintendo to have it there.
Yeah.
Switch 2. Do you think they announced Switch 2 there?
God, I don't know, man.
What's more of a chance, Metro Prime 4 or the Switch 2?
I think Prime 4
or Switch Mini. There's a Switch Mini.
Switch Mini.
That's
we already have a Switch Lite.
I don't know. This is like a mini version of the Switch. I don't know, man.
We have a mini version of the Switch.
It's minier, Nick. It's minier.
I have one in my closet. What are you talking about?
It's like the Game Boy Micro for the Switch.
What did they like? Have too many defective screens that came out too small, and they had to put them on something.
I don't know, man.
Is that Nintendo Prime? Did he? Was that his rumor?
That was one of his rumors.
That's malarkey.
Yeah, that's wild. But okay. PlayStation. Do you think we see anything PlayStation there? I don't think we do.
No?
I don't think we see anything.
I don't know what they would show.
Yeah, I mean,
Last of Us Part 2 remaster would be like my only guess. Maybe Factions, but I think that's probably canceled.
Yeah, I don't know about that, man.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm really not looking forward to PlayStation's release schedule.
I mean, what do they have? They have
Like they have like
Wolverine,
Helldivers 2,
Helldivers 2,
Stellar
which
Blade,
yeah,
Rise of the Ronin, which that one could be good. Uh, Wolverine. That's really it, right?
yeah,
There are probably a few that I'm missing, but I don't know. Like
nothing super
nothing.
exciting. Which again, I feel like we're kind of harking on Sony all the time, but like I'm sitting here playing a third person action adventure game with Star Wars, and I love it. Like I really do love those style of games. Um, but yeah, I know that there's just something about PlayStation right now that I just cannot vibe with.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, I don't know. There's not a lot that excites me right now with them.
Yeah. Oh, what about Xbox?
Jeez, man, I'm hoping like Gears 6. I think Gears 6 could be huge, or some sort of like Gears remastered for we talked about last week or the week prior, but
Mhm.
like a Gears collection could be really cool. Um,
Yeah, I
I
guess
don't
what has the coalition done? Have they done anything since Gears Tactics?
I don't think
Actually, I
so.
don't know if that was them,
No,
but
I don't think that was them. I think they've done like some consulting maybe for
okay.
some other studios, but yeah, they haven't put anything out since Gears 5
And that
um
was 2019.
19.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's been 4 years.
Yeah, 4 years. So, I mean, that's about. I mean, if the game doesn't come out until next year, I mean, that's pushing 5, which is the typical kind of big AAA release cycle or release schedule.
Mhm.
So yeah, I think it's time for Gear 6. I think that could be a pretty huge trailer for the Game Awards and for Xbox in general. Um, or shoot, maybe if because there's so many games that they have in the pipeline right now that they could literally show a trailer for any of it and it would be cool. But um, I don't know, maybe drop like the new Halo, like the battle royale that they're working on with Certain Affinity, like maybe something like that could be shown off
Yeah.
there. I mean, if we're talking free to play multiplayer games. Uh, Jeff Keighley likes those at his show.
Yeah.
Let's get a good one in there.
Yeah, yeah, right. It's going it's actually appealing.
What about you? Anything Xbox?
I would just want them to show stuff that they already have in the pipeline,
Yeah,
whether it's Hell, yeah, Hellblade, Contraband, uh, more of Avowed.
yeah, because that's the thing too. It's like, do you want another new announcement for Xbox? Like, we kind of just want to play what they've got
Yeah,
lined up
like
already. Do we need another announcement? Because
I
they've
don't think we
just got
do.
so
Like
much stuff.
you have Fable,
Outside of
Clockwork,
Gears and Hate, like I would
Evolution.
love to see some more stuff in those two franchises, but I don't need to see anything brand new.
Beyond
I
that,
guess.
yeah, I think they have a lot that they need to show.
Yeah, it's a good stage to do it.
It really is like, and I feel like they're at a point where they could have some material to show for the Game Awards. I mean, it's been 6 months since their showcase at not E3, and maybe they'll have some gameplay for Fable or Hellblade. Like that game desperately needs gameplay. It's
Yeah,
gotten too many trailers that were just purely cinematic and
yeah.
yeah.
It looked really good. I mean, the game looks like
Looks great.
bonkers. It looks
Like we
insane,
get
but
it. Like it looks really good, but like show show the freaking gameplay.
yeah, yeah. Cool. Okay. Um, like Capcom? Do you think we get anything Resident Evil related or Monster Hunter related?
I don't think we get anything Resident Evil. I think if anything, we get a look at the new Monster Hunter.
Okay.
Uh,
You think it's called World 2?
maybe. I mean, that was their most popular one.
Yeah.
I think it would make sense to revisit that.
Yeah, I think World 2 is probably a safe bet for the name.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
What about you? Do you think we'll see Resident Evil? Resident Evil 5 remake?
Yeah, I mean that's the only thing. I mean, other than 5 and like Revelations, you know,
Actually, yeah, Revelations could be a Nintendo
that could be the Nintendo thing,
Capcom
right?
announcement. Yeah,
Like
I'd be hyped
Capcom
for that.
cross Nintendo or in development with Nintendo. Who knows, but how
Mhm.
they do it. But yeah, Revelation 3, I would really like to see
I'd be
that. I
down for
mean,
that.
brand new Zelda, Jesus, brand new Resident Evil game. Yeah, that could be awesome.
Okay, here's a question for you. From Software, outside of any Elden Ring DLC announcement,
Yeah,
do you think we would see anything else from them?
I don't know, man. I mean, getting Elden Ring last year and then getting Armored Core this year,
They like the Game Awards.
I do like the Game Awards. Yeah, Miyazaki loves the Game Awards. I think we see something. I you said outside of Elden Ring, like
Yeah,
something
outside of
new.
Elden Ring. Yeah.
We're getting Bloodborne 2, Nick. We're getting Bloodborne 2
Mark your
trailer.
freaking calendars.
Mark your
Bloodborne 2,
calendars.
2024.
God, dude, I'll get a PS5 for it. I'll get a PS5. Um, yeah. Hmm. Do you think we definitely see the DLC and a release date for Elden Ring?
I think so. I I don't want to say it's a lock, but
It's got to be right. I mean, when else did they?
when else would they announce it?
Yeah,
Aside from,
like just a Twitter drop or something.
yeah, I think we get like a full scale trailer and release date.
Like, I would say full scale trailer, and it comes out like January or February of next year.
Mhm. Yeah, that would, I mean that's 2 years after
God,
two years
I
after
hope this
Elden
thing
Ring.
is like super meaty too.
I think it'll be like Bloodborne, Old Hunter,
Yeah,
Old Hunter's level of meeting it. Probably more so, obviously, but
yeah,
yeah, I think it'll be like $20 DLC, like pretty big,
pretty
maybe
big
a third of the
expansion.
size of Elden Ring.
Yeah, yeah, that could be awesome.
Mhm.
Yeah, other than like like a Bloodborne 2 announcement or a Bloodborne remaster, I don't think we see anything, and I don't know if From would even do like a remaster for. I think maybe they would just get like Blue Point to do it, but uh, I don't think we see anything new. New. I mean, Bloodborne 2 would be new, but I'm saying nothing like no new franchise. I guess this year
Yeah.
that we see.
Okay.
Um, I would say Ubisoft, but like I just don't care about any of their games.
Far Cry 7.
Yeah. Mm. Which I think, yeah, Far Cry 6 is coming out the Game Pass this month.
I might check it out.
Yeah, I might dabble. Yeah,
Skate,
I
maybe
really
Skate
don't.
from EA.
Yeah, maybe Skate.
Mhm.
Is that officially Skate 4 or is it just Skate?
I think it's just Skate.
That makes sense. I mean, when that was what 2 years ago now?
2020.
It's 3 years ago. Wow, and they were like, but they were like pretty early in development too.
They were like they it seemed like they had just decided on it like
Yeah.
2 minutes before that
So
that
yeah, I mean
showcase.
yeah, maybe we see Skate. That could be.
Yeah. And that one's going through play tests right
I hope
now
they
with
do it right.
yeah, I mean, it looks fun. Like it looks like there's like parkour and stuff too,
Oh wow, okay.
which
I just don't want to
looks
be bottled down
silly.
with like free to play crap. I mean, I know we'll have it
True.
because
I mean, as long as tricks aren't locked behind a paywall or
oh
anything like that,
god,
it's
dude,
all
that would be
cosmetic.
yeah,
Like, oh, unlock the ability to do a dark slide or a Casper flip or something behind a $2 paywall. That would be ridiculous.
that would be
But
like detrimental to the game. Yeah,
yeah.
man, yeah, that could be really cool. And
Mhm.
honestly, like, do like if it was like an online skate where you could just like hang out with your buddies like at a skate park, like that could be pretty cool.
That'd be awesome.
Is that how it was with Skate 3? Was there online in Skate 3?
I think there was. I don't know if it was like that. I think it was like skate, like the battles of like skate, like horse.
Okay.
and
And do you think we get like a proper story with Skate, or do you think it's just kind of whatever?
I think there will be a minimal story,
Okay.
like a good enough story to get you going and get
Yeah.
pretty much just an extended tutorial on how to play the game.
What was the Tony Hawk game? It was like something 8, like
Oh, Project 8.
Project. That was a really good Tony Hawk game. Like you
Yeah,
start
that was
out as
good.
like the teenager in the house, like the house in the cul-de-sac, and then you venture your way out.
Yeah,
That was a
that had
really
a
good
good
game.
story.
I don't remember the story at all, but I remember just starting out that way, and it was pretty good. Cause that's when they first introduced like the flipping of the deck, where you could slow mo and
Yeah, you could kind of like change the flip mid trick, that
yeah,
kind of stuff. That's cool.
yeah, that game was cool.
Yeah.
Man, I really hope we get like some of the old some of the old Tony Hawk's remastered, like Underground 1 and 2, American Wasteland, Project 8. Like that could be
Oh,
cool.
yeah, there's some good ones. Oh,
Tony
I've,
Hawk
I've been playing so
Pride.
much Session.
Yeah,
And
I seen you playing some Session.
yeah, it's
Um,
good.
yeah, I mean Ubisoft again, nothing I can
Nothing
really
really
care
else.
for. Like maybe like Ghost Recon, like could be cool. I don't know. I just feel like
Yeah,
they would ruin it. I just feel like they
I
would
think
not
it
do a good
would.
job with that. I just don't trust Ubisoft at all. Like outside of like maybe Assassin's Creed, like those are like the only ones that are well made, I guess. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, Far Cry 6 is well made, but and granted, I haven't played it, so it's hard to judge. But yeah,
yeah. It just looks okay. Yeah,
um,
I have to drop in a few minutes to go help with the Facebook Marketplace sale.
okay,
That's okay.
no, that's
Sorry
fine.
to
Yeah, we're wrapping up. What are you selling?
just a coffee table.
Oh, okay.
And they were gonna come Thursday, but apparently she's coming
Oh,
right now.
the depths is 16 inches for the
16. Okay,
yeah,
so right over a foot. Okay,
and
cool.
it's one of those where like, the bottom half is 16 and maybe the top half is like 14 maybe.
Okay.
But
Yeah, we're
I
gonna
just
we're gonna
measured the
see how
biggest
that's
one.
gonna fit. But we might end up wanting that.
Okay,
Yeah.
just let me know. It's not a big deal. I mean, it's not like I have to get rid of it or anything.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's gonna. I mean, that's a lot of predictions, a lot of hopes and dreams. I'm sure there's some stuff I'll gonna announce that'll hopefully blow our minds. But
Yeah. Hoping to get my mind blown.
we'll see. But yeah, if you guys want to come hang out with us on Thursday, I'll probably start streaming around 7. Nick, I'm sure you'll hop on soon after that.
Yep.
And then we'll watch the whole thing, have some fun. I might make up some bingo cards.
Do it, man. I was thinking about it too.
And send it over to you. Just to have some fun with it.
Okay.
But yeah, join us on Thursday over at on twitch.tv/gaming with the Broscast, right? I think that's it.
Yeah, maybe game with the bros.
Yeah. Our links will be in the description. So check us
Yeah.
out if you want to hang out. But we'll see you guys. If we don't see you on
See you.
Thursday, we'll see you next week, next Monday, and we'll be talking a lot about the Game Awards. All
Hell yeah.
right,
All right.
bye.